friendship with dude when I ain't even got no smoke, and this is it's turned bad. Like it's like Rick Ross has entered the chat.
It's turned personal.
We talking about people baby moms now.
Yeah, okay, it's turned
personal. I might have had your kid.
So you respond to lyrical warfare, and now you take it off DSPs because it don't feel right with you. This is still rap. If you felt like that, and to begin with, you shouldn't have initiated it in the first place. You also are with the lyrical warfare. You always make it known that you're a big three. Then you had the Spider-Man memes with you and Drake. Cole is top of the tier. He's of that top three, and he also has recently been the best rapper in our eyes for the last 3-4 years. So, if you're putting that to the test, and you got your brother right here, okay, it's competitiveness, right, bro. But if he
put it out there, and when he put it out there, if it didn't sit right with him,
oh my goodness, I'm not moving the goalposts for J. Cole because we hold our
I'm not moving the goalposts for him either. I think he should have done it. I'm disappointed that he didn't. I'm just saying I get it.
Yeah, but nah.
I'm just saying
rolling.
I get it.
I'm not rolling. And then when you see the album that comes out, we still don't trust you. He on the best song that's on there, Red Lever. And I know this is an old song, but how is it looking? How it looks crazy. You can't.
Oh yeah, it looks crazy, but he can't control that. Metro put it out the way he put it out,
and that's why everybody's saying this is 20 verse 1. It's a Thanos versus Avengers.
We also didn't know he was gonna apologize.
I see that.
It's like. We
didn't expect that though, because what he's been talking in his raps, we did not expect it. I understand he said what he said. We can't take that back. But you stood on like that whole album, you stood on something. And you stood on you being the best rapper. This comes with you being the best rapper too.
Keanu Reeves is gonna play Sonic. It's gonna play Shadow.
We cannot miss. We can't look. You can't move the goalposts. I'm not caping for him because these are all three of my favorite rappers. Drake and J. Cole are my favorite rappers. But also, I think he's changing his mind. But I'm just not gonna just be subjective. I'm gonna be objective in this.
I am too. But I don't know. I guess I just relate. I relate.
That's why, and I'm gonna say it right now. That's why Drake is the best right now, in my opinion, overall, as the best rap artist, because he's not shining. He ain't shying away from this. And I understand it gets personal, but he's never shied away in this. When we talk about these three, when we talk about the battle tested and the one who is going to respond back, he is the most battle tested.
But he's never done what he's doing now with Kendrick for the last 10 years.
They went back and forth, and that's why I do respect his league because he's talking straight at people. Straight at Kendrick. He's starting. Yes, but both of them.
That's why I said you can't let him do this to you twice.
But guess what? Kendrick has also thrown things out there as well too.
Yeah.
But he had the only direct thing he said was control. After that, he hasn't been direct either. It's been nothing but subliminals for the last 12 years.
He's been throwing shots at Drake.
Okay,
for the last 10 years.
And both of them have been throwing shots at each other. It hasn't been as frustrated as it is now. Like we're name calling this, and you know who is who now. They're actually blatantly making it.
If I'm Kendrick, when I put the control verse out, Kendrick already has stated like I don't mean it as a diss. I'm just letting y'all know, like I rock with y'all, but this is competitive. That's why he didn't respond to the guys that rap back. But Drake went on interviews and said it wasn't nothing. He wouldn't stand on it when I saw him. He tried to make it. That's what Kendrick says. Like, oh,
he took it personal.
So you gonna feel like that way about it? Cool. So now, if you really feel that way, cool. Let's do something about it. So he started rapping, and Drake never really. He been trying to get him. He been trying to get him like if you really feel that way.
Saying subliminals though, you.
But I'm like, also, if he ain't rapping,
if I'm Drake on the other side of things, I did give you a certain platform. Not saying Section 80 didn't just come out, but with Poetic Justice and the new album, I gave you a platform. Kendrick said he respected that. He said that and stated that in the beginning of his career.
Yeah.
But also, I could be looking at it, I just like competitiveness. And sometimes, at the end of the day, I'm not saying it's always right to be petty, because you see a lot of petty situations within this whole ordeal. But I mean, hey, it's whatever. If I don't like you,
but that's what
I wanted to be known that I don't like you.
If you really felt the way about the control verse, which you went on mad interviews being sensitive about it, then rap. Everyone else did.
And he's been rapping though. Out of all of the people that he talked about, he's been rapping.
That's not true.
Okay.
Big Crit put out a direct response to Kendrick. Meek Mill put out a direct response to Kendrick. Lupe Fiasco put out a direct response to Kendrick. When the Control verse dropped, mad rappers directly responded to Kendrick. Drake was on an interview talking about something. This like I saw him days later, and it wasn't that. I respect you less now. So it's like again, when Kendrick put it out, it wasn't that type of energy.
But guess what?
Just to be competitive. But you sit on interviews saying you don't respect me.
Also, all the people
rap then.
All the people that you said rap towards Kendrick, did he respond to them?
No, because it wasn't supposed to be like that.
It's competitive. He put it out there. He put it out there.
But you sit on interviews saying you don't respect me now. So now I do feel the way.
So guess what?
So it's like, all right, if you feel that way, rap then.
Let's rap. But also the same thing with Kendrick though is that's what's been. He hasn't just been rapping towards Drake also either. He's been throwing subliminals just like Drake. So now that's why we're excited about.
But I've already jumped off the
but now that's why we are excited about this is going on because now it's direct. We don't have any more subliminals.
Yeah.
This Drake leak and when he the push up song, he went straight at Kendrick. Kendrick went straight at Drake and like that. And as of right now, I don't know who is the fair winner because this is just round one. If we're going off of round one, I have Drake based off of what we just heard. And you can say allegedly, but based off what we just heard, because he was direct, he's talking straight at Kendrick. He had bars with Kendrick, he had bars with Ross, Future, Weeknd, all of them.
He had bars for everybody.
And it looks. And honestly, the album was great. Future and Metro album was great, but it got stepped on because of this. And now, if I'm Drake in this situation, I'm almost the winner, just already by default. Based on I don't think just by default, but based on how we're viewing it as the masses, because he's going up against everybody. And we just want to clear out at this point. We want to clear out.
We want to clear out. I still think Cole.
You gotta think about that. Metro, Future, and Metro. I love it.
I don't have a winner right now because one, it's hard to compare a full like direct diss track to a verse. Like I'm not one of the people that think like that is here, or I don't think it's here either. I think it's where it's at. Like I don't think it's as hype people making it. I also don't think it's as trash people are making it. But my issue with first of all the Drake verses, the Drake diss is fire. Let me get that out the way. He loaded up a clip and aimed at everybody. He got everybody he needed to get. Like he made sure he had time for everybody.
Yeah.
My issue is like I hate that it got leaked. Okay, it didn't feel like a bomb drop. That's why I disagree. I'm like, I think had this dropped the way it was supposed to drop out of nowhere, it would have felt like it didn't feel the same. It's hard to explain. Like the Like That verse felt like a bomb. Only because we didn't expect Kendrick to be on it. And we didn't expect him to do that. So then with the leak drop, it's like you're questioning if it's AI, is this real? Yeah, then you gotta get the other version. I'm like, if people were barely talking about it until later. Now, even in our chat, we had barely spoken about it in our chat. Like it didn't feel the same. It didn't have the effect it was supposed to have. And I think that's the part I hate about it. It's not Drake's fault.
Yeah, because
whoever did that ruined like the rollout.
And then of course you're gonna get the people that's trolling and laughing and saying
now we got AI Kendrick. This is like it's right. Oh man, like
sure. That's true. That's the problem with AI as well too.
No, but they like confirmed. He said this is 1000% AI.
But
I think he's involved.
We don't know this what's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all ruined this.
The reason why I knew that this was real as far as what Drake dropped, I knew it was real when Ross responded quickly. Cause they know something we don't, and also
I knew it was real when we got the No, I knew it was when I heard it all the way through. I said, nah, ain't no like this is the way he drop and give me 50. They're like drop. I'm really like nah.
And AI, you can catch up on AI too, even though you can make it sound similar. You can.
There's a certain way Drake says certain things, especially when he's being powerful. I was like, oh, and the specifics of what he was saying, I was like, no, this is Drake.
After I listened to it,
and then there was another version that came out.
The real version. When I heard the real
version, we changed lines up. Yeah. He should have kept that last bar, the one he said, "And my big three is beat twice and had to take you out." I was like, I like that bar, but he took that out and harmonized that. I was like, I like that bar, but that's what I'm like. So I mean, I don't like. I'm just ready for Kendrick to respond. It's been a lot of back and forth. I don't have a horse in the race, even though Kendrick's in my top 5 favorites. I don't have a horse in the race. Like whoever wins. If he rap like he did on the hard part 4, it's gonna be a long day.
Yeah, and we're here.
But shout out to Drake.
We're here for music.
Drake, loaded up the clip. It's like, all right, line them up. I'm gonna get all of you.
Let's be competitive.
I'm gonna get all of you at once.
That's why.
This is what we're doing.
That's why I'm saying to you. That's why it was disappointing for us as fans that Cole dropped out. He's out of it now. But guess what? Now this gives Kendrick more ammo. For real.
You think Cole changing his mind?
I think Kendrick is still going to. I think Kendrick is still disses Cole in this Drake diss. I think he definitely mentions that. And I respect what Drake said as far as that. Like Cole, that verse was whack. Like we not about to sit here and give this man credit. That's what got
he's supposed to say
that's
that.
what got me upset too. You not only did Cole apologize on stage, but and then he kind of big Kendrick up. It's like I understand and we respect it. We know y'all brothers, but as far as the sport right now, this is a moment that everybody want. We all waited for this moment. You know what I'm saying? No matter if we wanted them on a mixtape together. At the end of the day, we knew we was getting.
But that's why I relate, because it's like it's a lot of what we want, and then it's like if you do it. And then they go left, like Styles P said. If jabs turn to power punches, and now we sitting there and we not friends anymore, and then you gonna be sitting there like, dang, I just ruined my friendship for the people, not even for myself, because everyone else wanted it.
You gotta stand on it though. You gotta stand on it. You don't
even if you regret it later and you hate it and it's ruined.
Because the action of it, if it didn't feel right in your spirit to begin with, bro.
But we all do that.
But he said that it didn't feel right in his spirit.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have done it.
Yeah, but we all do that. Like we've all said some things and done some things that was like, and then later on we like, you know what, that wasn't it. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, but
I get it. It's different because it's rap because we wanted to hear it. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing everybody's thinking about what they wanted.
And I respect Styles' opinion as well too.
Yeah, everybody's thinking about what they wanted, and I think Cole is like, it's not going to be worth it in the end.
But what Jada and Styles said also, they said they still didn't understand it because it wasn't going to go there with them. I'm telling you, it was not going to go there with them. It wasn't. And that's why everybody on the outside that are in the rap community said the same thing. That's why everybody's like, Drake and Kendrick actually got real smoke, bro. If it can really go there with them too. I don't think it's not real. I think it's rap smoke. It's just rap smoke. But it can go there with them too. And you saying it's rap smoke, but it got personal already. Yeah. If you ain't hear Drake's diss, he's talking about his wife. This has gotten personal.
There's a Whitney Houston song, a Whitney Houston movie called Bodyguards. There is.
I'm telling you, he was throwing direct shots, bro.
Well, if
and that's what I respect about Drake, bro. Especially in this diss, he is throwing direct shots.
If he did the wife thing again, he should have learned from the last time he mentioned somebody's wife.
Yeah, but guess what? That loud.
Because when you do that, you open up a door and you show you're not willing to walk in.
But guess what?
You have shown you're not willing to walk in that door, and I'm willing to bet Kendrick Lamar is.
I mean, yeah, for sure. But but guess what? They're engaged now, so we have to wait and see what's going to happen.
That's why I don't think he was talking about Whitney. I think it was a play on the Whitney Houston Bodyguards movie thing.
Like I said, I think this can.
I would hope, yeah.
I think this can get personal, and that's why a lot of people were saying that. Okay, I understand. Like what you said earlier is that I can understand why J. Cole dropped out because now
this is about to get so ugly.
It is personal because. Three things that are relevant with all these people that are dissing Drake and Drake has an issue with. Let's go with Kendrick. Kendrick is just rap, and I feel like it's rap and who wants to be the best. I feel like that's straight competitive. You go to Ross, I do, and we heard about that because hit after hit, these two were the best duo. But guess what? There's a woman involved. You go with Future, it's a woman involved. You go with Metro, allegedly, it's a woman involved.
With Weeknd is a woman, for sure.
And with the Weeknd, it's also the label and also the.
We gotta talk about Drake's character. Because eight dudes can't just hate you at once and you the good guy.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I feel like
we gotta take a look at this.
He's not innocent in this at all. I don't think that at all.
Yeah.
But I do feel like now it's like if I heard another Kendrick verse on this Future album, I'd be like, okay now. You know what I'm saying? Now it's time for you to step out on your own and start giving us for you stand alone. But now it's time to feel like the whole album is just predicated straight towards Drake.
Yeah, that first album was definitely like.
And then the second album, the second album, the Weeknd was going in. Future played on words as far as feel my ways, feel no way.
No, that record.
Come on, bro. They smoked that record.
No, but they said that record was already made and Drake piggybacked off of it. That's what I'm hearing.
I don't know about that. But I don't know. We all I do know is that one song came out before the other. And
I mean, it's like the deja vu thing. Remember, Bryson Tiller put out Exchange, and then J. Cole put out Deja Vu. But they said Cole had that beat first.
Nah, look,
what came out first?
All these things, bro, they're showing us right in our face that they don't mess with Drake, bro.
Yeah,
and they showing us in our face.
And there's a reason, for sure.
And if you listen to that, the Future and Metro album, which is an amazing second album as well too. Both of their albums are incredible. And that's one thing I will say. 2024 has gave us. Took way more than 2023 could ever imagine. We already in the.
We had to make up for it. We had to make up. 23 was horrible. We had to make up for it.
Future and Metro drop. We've had J. Cole drop. We've had Metro and Future drop again. We got Quavo versus Chris Brown. We got so many things going on at once.
Rick Ross is the most built for this. He beat for Prime 50 and arguably won. He's built for this. He's been hilarious.
He's built for this moment.
He's been hilarious. Oh my gosh.
And his diss was actually fire too.
He's been hilarious.
His diss was actually fire too.
Back to the luxuries of life. I don't know why that was funny to me. I just laughed. He said, "Tell your mama. I know you got them doctors on with no underwear." I'm like, what's wrong with you, bro?
I respect Rick Ross too as well, just as a rapper. And like I said, that's the only one out of the diss and the beefing. That's the one I wish it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people speculating like, "Dag Ross, why you jumping in it now?" I feel like when it gets personal, when a woman is involved, bro.
Ross said it had something to do with the cease and desist he sent to French Montana.
Yeah, he said to French Montana, but I think it was already feuding before that. As far as like,
I said something the other day. I was like, when we talk about rappers that were considered the best in the era, Drake's got to be top 5.
Yeah, for sure.
He's got to be top 5 top guys ever in rap. And I feel like you can measure that based on the amount of guys that shoot at you. Because when you swing it, you're gonna swing up. Mm-hmm. You're not gonna just swing like. Mm-hmm. And you look at the amount of guys that came at Jay's neck. Because people always try to say, "Oh, M was the best, X was the best." Like, how many guys swung at X and M? Everybody swung up because they knew that was the guy. 50 when 50 was the guy. How many guys swung up at 50? When LL was the guy, how many guys were swinging at LL? Look at Drake. Look at how many guys have swung up at Drake. That lets you know that he has been the top guy. Because you're not going to aim. If you want to be the best, you aim it at a certain place. Mm-hmm. So it's like, if he's not the best, why everybody aiming at him? So that lets you know over the last couple of years. That lets you know that he's 100% been like, by popular demand, or like, what's the one I'm looking for? Majority consensus, the top guy. Like, whether you feel like it or not, and one of the main reasons why Kendrick wouldn't bother with the other guys. Like, I want you, or I want you and him, because I feel like you two are my only
correct.
So,
and that's why I feel like this is good competition. I feel like a lot of this is over women, and I feel like a lot of this is ego.
Sucks.
It's ego. It's a lot of ego.
Oh, my back.
And I would say ego and a little bit. I would say a little bit of envy and jealousy.
I honestly hope. I hope Kiss does get that combo with J. Cole. There's something more going on there. Because I'm like, listen, for you bozos that actually, I don't know why you bozos think J. Cole's scared to rap. You tripping. If there's any rapper that's if there's any rapper that's more in shape right now, it's J. Cole.
And that's why
I promise you his sword is sharp.
That's why people are disappointed. Even to Jadakiss, he even said that too.
He was like, I'm confused.
Point,
he said that was the only thing I hadn't thought of. I don't think he's scared. His skills is intact. I think he really felt the way. That's why I'm like, listen, he felt the way. I don't know.
I get it, but is that to what you're saying is all the reasons why we wanted him to.
I relate, because I relate to people wanting me to do stuff that really only benefited them, that they thought wasn't that big of a deal, that I knew was, and I knew if I did it, it wouldn't make me feel good, but it would make them feel good. But that's why I relate.
That's different though, Hugh, because what you're getting peer pressure into is things that you don't regularly do. What he is getting peer pressure into is stuff that he does on the daily, and he is one of the best, if not the best at it right now. I'm talking about rapping, the competitive sport of rapping.
This is a different level.
You know what I'm saying? I get it's a different level, but Hugh, in competitiveness, if he's calling, do you think he's calling you out, and we're doing this?
Let me just ask this: do you think if him and Kendrick aren't friends or somebody else, do you think he would have fired off like for real?
If they weren't friends?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Nah, I think he does.
Who knows?
I think
I guess so. I guess so.
Speaking of which, Dreamville let y'all know you send your shots, we gonna send them right back. Cause Kaz
was ready. JID is ready.
Kaz let Simon know real quick. Hey, we ready over here. Go ahead and send your little shots. We gonna send them right back. We got big homie. Y'all ain't gonna just start firing over here. We ready over here. I like that. I was like, yeah. I was like, let him know, Kaz.
So your point, that's why it's like, oh man, bro.
Just listen, I'm disappointed too. I don't want anyone to think that I'm not. Because you know how much I love rap. You know how much I love this. Like, I'm disappointed in this too. I'm just saying, I as someone who relates, I get it. Am I upset? Yes. Do I still want him to pop out? Yes. I 100% want him to get offended, change his mind, and start firing off.
I just don't like his ammo. For Kendrick he could really just fire off. We don't know what he about to say next. And then also, if I'm being real, bro, like as a real I really am a J. Cole fan.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
I
just bought a J. Cole shirt the other night.
I really be defending J. Cole.
Facts.
So as a fan, just realistically, as a fan, you put us in tough positions too, bro. Yes. That's real. And I was telling you the other day, I had it on TikTok, and you go to my TikTok right now at the TheFaisonViewPodcast. I'm discussing back-to-back about 7-minute drill to my students, and they, discussing back, and then I come in the next day, he apologized, they looking at me like, what, say something, right? So it puts you in, and that's why it's tough when you really start to choose sides, and I'm not necessarily choosing a side, I just like one better than the other.
Cole's got to do something.
I like the competitive nature.
He's got to respond in some way, because he did put a lot of people in weird positions. Himself, his team, his fans. But again, like, you gotta prioritize what's best for you. You know what I'm saying? If it really was bothering you that much, then it's like I can't leave that out there just to please everybody else, and then I'm walking around here can't sleep.
So does Drake continue to respond to Ross, or is it just an isolation?
I honestly don't even know if they're really beefing. The way they've been going at each other on social media has been hilarious. I don't even know if it's real.
Yeah, it's kind of looked like a troll thing, because the next day Ross had a performance and he was wearing the merch, and then he was playing. And that's one thing I was like, Ross, he trolls a lot, but I was like, how can you troll when you playing one of y'all biggest hits together? And then
he cut his verse off. And then, I want y'all to see this part.
He didn't cut the verse off because it's a video where it's playing and people are in the back singing Ashmar music, Drake's verse.
I didn't see that part.
Yeah, bro, it's a video, so it's like
I don't know. I don't know if it's real.
But I do respect. Ross had some bars in there.
Ross is from that era.
From that cloth.
From that era. Get in the booth quick and just
from that cloth. But Drake has shown he's from that cloth too.
Yeah.
You got.
But yeah, we got to clear out. Got to clear out ISO ball. I need Kendrick to come like the hard part.
Who responds next? Because we got the leak. Kendrick. But I don't.
No, Daylight always say there's AI.
Okay, all right. So.
Yeah, you talking about the Kendrick joint?
No, I'm talking about all of them, because all that's the problem. I agree with you with that. Is that we wish you could just hear authentically, put it on streaming services so we know.
Can y'all relax? Y'all want a viral moment so quickly. It's like y'all actually making this harder for the participants.
That's true too.
But this. So yeah, I think Kendrick. I think Kendrick shoots next. I think it comes this week. I don't know when.
Yeah.
But I think he drops.
Yeah. And I think it's messed up, because I wanted to come in here and do an album review on Future and Metro album, which I really like because it reminds me. I always gave this album high praise to Kendrick's, bro. That's one of my favorite body works of Future's, and it kind of like the whole album kind of resembled that until the tail end. He had like the mixtape.
The tail end was kind of weird.
I didn't think.
Is that like an intro to another solo Future album?
It's an intro to another mixtape that they did, but like I think we could have just had that separate. It would have just been a perfect album for me.
Or just give us one song.
Yeah. I think
there was too many songs on this singing project.
And it's a lot of quality songs that they just dropped within this month. But like, okay, it's kind of like you don't want.
You just gave me something last week.
Yeah, you don't want to supersede the other album with too much.
I'm still trying to play y'all joint and might delete later still. Bro, I'm trying to play Bryson again.
That joint, Bryson.
I've been trying to play Sir again.
The Deluxe and Chris Brown.
I just played his joint in the gym today twice.
Tyler dropped.
Tyler.
It's a lot.
I've been trying to play. I haven't played Glorilla joint or who else dropped? It was.
And then Party Next Door dropped this week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I'm not gonna play that only because I don't want that cover art on my phone.
Party 4. I know, right?
Yeah, I've been trying to play. I didn't even play Rory. Rory dropped.
Yo, see, I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like so, it's a lot of music that I've been trying to get at, but it's like, yeah, I've been trying to do my best.
Yeah.
Does this have more songs than the other one? 18 plus 7 is what, 25? And this one had, where is it?
A Philadelphia 76ers.
17.
Look here. It's probably arguably one of the most impactful and greatest athletes to ever grace a sport. I don't care what the method is about the statues you got at in front of the arena. His statue should be a real life statue.
Like Calvin Cambridge.
It should be a real life statue. That's a trophy right there.
Yeah.
And I know they're trying to pay their respects, and you know they still pay their respects. But AI puts the 76ers on the map. And before then, it was
Dr.
Julius
J,
Erving. Yes, I know that before it was Julius Erving, but I'm talking about as far as now, Barkley, I'm not discrediting them because they have statues out there too. But Philadelphia 76ers, and for anybody that's, I'll say, 40 and under, or 50 and under, AI, bro, meant the world to that franchise.
Like, for sure. Last finals y'all went to was that one.
The last finals y'all went to was, bro, you know how long ago that was? That's about 23 years ago, bro. Y'all gonna give this man a statue 23 years later and it look like that? No, that's nasty work. That was
nasty work.
That's nasty work,
bro.
Come on now, you know what AI means.
They said that look like Calvin Cambridge.
That's crazy. One of the most influential players ever to grace the sport of basketball. He really changed the landscape of how basketball is played, how we look at basketball, and actually who gets recruited. Because a lot of people nowadays, bro, you can get recruited off of just being in the blacktop, and that's how he plays his game, bro. The AI style of play was always pickup.
Shoot,
you know
he lucky
just talented.
At least he got a statue. They need to hurry up and get new ownership in Minnesota, because the current regime has done Kevin Garnett foul over the years. He hasn't had his jersey retired. He hasn't gotten a statue. He hasn't been invited back for stuff. Like, the way they've been doing him has been crazy. So when they get, I don't know if it's going to be Alex Rodriguez, but when they get new management in there, they need to rectify that.
Yeah.
Because there still hasn't been a better, I know Ant-Man is doing his thing, but there still hasn't been a greater player over your franchise. Yeah, he ain't been back to the Western Conference since you left.
I'm about to say, this the last time they've been making waves in this last 3 years.
So for you to treat that dude like that is just, that's insane. So at least AI is getting love from his franchise.
That's true.
There's a guy out there that's not getting any.
I respect that. Rest in peace to OJ Simpson.
Man, that was crazy.
That was sudden. That happened out of nowhere.
I didn't even know he was sick, man.
And like, god dang, bro. It's like death is so desensitized nowadays, bro. Yeah. Death just is like whatever. We as soon as somebody dies, it's laughing, it's jokes.
And y'all want to bring up past stuff.
Stuff. Caitlyn Jenner said good riddance. It's like, dang,
like you of all people.
Like
what?
Like what is going on, bro? What is going on? And then the conversation, he's been out of jail, he's been alive this whole time, but as soon as he died, it went back to normal. Did he do it? Nobody was talking about that. Until that news hit, nobody was talking about that. You got people talking about, he's still here. You know, no matter if he did it or not, I don't wish death upon anybody.
Nope.
I don't wish death upon anybody, and I don't think it should be celebrated in a negative light. No matter if you feel like he did it or not, that's not for us to sit here and say.
The Bible teaches compassion for a reason, because you are going to want it. You know, that man still had kids. He still had family. Whether you felt the way about him or not, he still had people that loved him, and they're not going to take kindly to your words, regardless of what he did. Because I told my students, I said, you are the villain in somebody's story. I don't care how nice you think you are.
For real.
And you are not going to want, your family members is not going to want to let somebody badmouth you when you die, even though that person might feel like they have the right to, because how they felt about you. So you're going to want compassion, because you're not going to get it from everybody, no matter how good you think you are. Everyone's not going to be compassionate about your demise. You're the villain in somebody's story. So it's like you gotta, you know.
All right, before we go. All right, NBA first round is coming up. Let's talk about it. Who do you have? All right, as far as the matchups we already have, because you have the play-in that starts tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Let's go through it. A good series that I know of is the Mavs versus the Clippers. I think that goes to a 6-7 game series. I don't know why Luka, when he plays the Clippers, he get disrespectful. He don't
like them because they was playing with his name in 2020.
He get disrespectful.
So he owed them. I still think they're gonna win, but he owed them one.
And now with Kyrie, I don't know. So and I feel like it's based off of Kawhi's health. If Kawhi's not healthy, then they don't win the series. If Kawhi's healthy, I think they win the series in 7.
But the thing about the Clippers is, one, they're the Clippers, but two, you got two guys that just have not shown that they can step up in the playoffs. It's James Harden and Paul George. And they're both on the same team right now. So it's like, it was different when it was just Paul George not showing up and Kawhi was there. Now you got to worry about Harden and Kawhi and Paul George not showing up.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know Kyrie going to show up. You know Luka going to show up. But it's like, is Kawhi going to have to carry this load by himself?
That's true as well. That's true.
Along with Russ. Russ is out there.
Then who else you got playing? You got also in the West, you got a very good series with the Suns and Timberwolves. I don't know where that series goes. I feel like you got the more experienced Suns with KD and Devin Booker being in these situations.
I feel like you are who you are. At this point, people don't take the regular season serious, but you kind of do, because it's like you play it like 82 games shows you the kind of basketball team you are. That's a lot of basketball. That's true. So,
but
the playoffs is different, but at the same time, it's like you are who you are.
But the playoffs, I don't think that. The playoff is experience, and we always say this example. The Miami Heat are a perfect example of a team not doing well in the regular season, but we have experienced players on this team that we can push through and make a run in these playoffs. So
you also need luck on your side.
I don't know that. I mean, that's true too.
The Suns have not been very lucky with the lack of injuries. Is Cat back?
Yeah, that's why I think this is gonna be a deciding factor in that.
Cat is back. KD, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. Devin Booker also needs to do better in the playoffs. I mean that series could go either way.
No,
I would take the Timberwolves because they've been playing a way better brand of basketball. But
yeah, he's on fire right now.
You can't. I mean, any team that got Kevin Durant can definitely beat you.
You can't doubt KD.
But the Suns should be better.
The West, whoever Denver plays, I think they're gonna get out of there. If they play, I think they play the Lakers, or they play the Warriors, Kings, or whoever is in the Pelicans. It's between them two because they're all in the play-in.
If they play the Lakers again, they're gonna sweep them again.
So I think the Lakers don't stand a chance. The Pelicans. I think out of those 4 teams, the team that stands a chance matchup wise is the Kings. Matchup wise. I would say the Warriors, but the Warriors, like you said, it does matter too but they're experienced though, so don't sleep. So don't sleep. I don't know. You can't sleep on veteran teams like that. They might be dangerous threat to Denver, but Denver, they just have too much firepower.
The real question is who's gonna beat the Thunder, but the Thunder don't know who they playing yet.
Yeah, I don't know.
They don't know one seed. Denver, I think, does know. Who
you're right. The number 1 seed is the Thunder, and Denver is actually number 2. Yep, 2. So you're right. I forgot that last game.
So the Thunder don't know if they're gonna play the Lakers or the Kings.
And the Thunder play the Lakers, they're in trouble because they haven't won a game against the Lakers, and they don't match up well with the Lakers. So that's gonna be tough. You go to the Eastern Conference, your team. All right, y'all.
We don't know who we're playing.
I don't know who y'all playing, but I don't see.
So Philly, the plan is Philly's got to play the Heat. I think Joel, but I think Philly can beat the Heat, and then the Heat would have to play either the Hawks or the Bulls. Okay. To get the 8th spot. Because Philly will get the 7th spot.
You better hope the Heat don't win. You better hope the Heat don't win.
I hope they do win.
I wanted that rematch now.
I hope they do win, but they gotta get in.
They give y'all trouble.
They gotta get in.
Right.
They gotta get in.
Y'all fits.
I hope they do win.
They give y'all.
This is not the same team, but I would really hope to see Philly and the Bucks go at it.
Yeah, that would be.
Because I know for a fact, hey, one of you is not going to see us. You gotta take each other out.
And that's true. And then you gotta deal with injuries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Joel is back, so I think they get the Heat out of the way.
And then I think one of the least watched
ones. Then you got the Cavs.
Cleveland, yep. And then I knew you was about to say the Magic. That might get interesting.
Yeah, the Knicks. I think the Knicks might end up in a conference.
Knicks surprised the hell out of me. And I want to give my respects to all New Yorkers, New Jerseyers. I've been talking trash for years. Jalen Brunson's the truth.
Yeah. That's why I hate when people keep saying Luka never had no help. He played with Jalen Brunson. They were just impatient.
Yeah, they would definitely.
He was good over there too.
I know they're kicking themselves.
He just wasn't Luka. Now he's like the Luka on the team.
Yeah,
but he was good.
For sure.
But it wouldn't have worked. They wouldn't have gotten Kyrie.
Yeah, nah.
But they could have had they kept Brunson, Luka, and used Porzingis differently, like we're doing now. It could have.
Everything worked out as it was supposed to.
But I think the Knicks gonna because who's gonna beat them along the way? Because they're not gonna. If let's say we beat the Heat, they're not gonna see us.
Who did the Knicks play this series?
I think they played. They played Indy. I think they played Indy.
They don't play Indy. The Pacers play somebody else.
Let me see. I gotta find. I think I can find it.
Who is number 4?
I think that's the Pacers.
Yeah.
Or the Magic.
Yeah, but I don't know if the Knicks play the Pacers, that's a good series. But I don't think they play the Pacers. But I could be wrong.
I gotta find this.
But the Pacers, that's gonna be a sneaky team too. That's a sneaky team too. So I'm interested to see this round one. It's round 1, 2.
We gotta wait a whole week though.
Playoff basketball.
The playing don't start till the 16th.
Nah, the playing start. That's tomorrow, Hugh.
It is? Oh, you're right. Today's the 15th.
Tomorrow. Yeah. So Tuesday, both of the games start.
But the games are all week. Aren't they? Aren't the games all week?
Yeah, so it's gonna be a game Tuesday, I think, doubleheader, and I think it's gonna be a game Thursday, and then Saturday start the playoff. That's how I think it's lined up.
All right, I just found it.
So
I found the West. Yeah, this is the West.
Yeah, we already know who's going on in the West. This is gonna be a good round 1, y'all.
So the Thunder, they gotta play the play-in winner. The Kings play the Warriors in the play-in.
Yeah, I know. And then the
Pelicans play the Lakers.
Yep, for 8.
So the Nuggets will end up playing either the Pelicans or the Lakers.
Yes, correct.
And the Thunder is gonna end up playing
the Kings or.
Yeah.
But it just depends because say if the Lakers lose, they the loser plays whoever from that, so they can still play the Thunder.
It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we'll see.
I can find the Heat. Wait, so the Bucks play the Pacers.
Oh yeah, the Bucks.
So number 3. Yeah. So here you go. So Cleveland's gonna play. Cleveland's 4. They're gonna play Orlando.
Yes.
The Bucks are gonna play. The Bucks are 3.
Yes,
so who's 2? Who's second seed?
The Knicks.
They did steal the second seed, right? So the Bucks play in Indiana.
Yeah.
The Bucks play Indiana. So that means the Knicks are gonna have to play either Philly or the Heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes sense.
And then we gotta play either the Bulls, the Hawks, the Heat, or Philly.
Lord have mercy. Yeah.
I don't see.
Y'all better hope y'all get the.
I want to see. I want to play the Heat.
Yeah, I don't see y'all not getting out the first round, but y'all, I want a tougher matchup for y'all.
Yeah, I want to play the Heat.
You know, I'm rooting against more. I'm rooting against whoever.
Listen, you picked the Bucks, so you better hope that that Giannis hit the floor.
I think it's Dame time against. I think it's Dame time against the Pacers.
The Bucks actually might play better without Giannis.
Tyrese was talking crazy beginning of the year, looking at Dame like this. Oh yeah, I remember. I think
they actually might play better without Giannis.
And the Pacers
because Dame will have more. Dame will have more freedom.
They fell off.
To do.
The Pacers fell off.
They fell off.
So
Dame will have more to do what he needs to do, but they're gonna try to get Giannis back on their court if they can.
Yeah, for sure.
But they've been playing atrocious basketball. I couldn't believe. I knew you picked them out of sheer hatred for the Celtics. I was like, they've been playing. The Bucks have been playing atrocious basketball. Like, there's no way he's serious. But it's all Giannis' fault. I get that he's hurt, and I'm sorry. But if this does not work, if they don't win the championship, it's his fault. It's not Doc Rivers' fault. I'm not blaming Doc Rivers
because you're bored in the coach. In the middle of the year,
you fired Budenholzer. Yeah. You got Dame. You got rid of Drew to get Dame. You didn't want Drew to go, but like in order to get Dame, something had to happen. You wanted a better roster. You got the new coach. You got rid of the new coach middle of the year. Like everything you've wanted, they've given you. So if this doesn't work, I don't want to hear anybody point the finger at Doc Rivers.
It's fair.
Because even if he loses, he came in the middle of the season. Like, come on, man. So it's like, I'm sorry. Like, I gotta blame y'all. I can't blame the dude that came in middle of the year to a number 2 seed and tried to, fix it.
That's fair.
I gotta blame Giannis. So yeah, I'm interested to see. But the Knicks are gonna probably end up in the conference finals, but you need more than one guy. And when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
And right now they don't have OG's playing good ball, but it's
they got a good supporting cast, but yeah, it's gonna be tough.
If they had Julius Randle, I think it would have made a difference. But he tends to tense up in the playoffs. But I think it would have made a difference.
Yeah, this is gonna be a good playoff. Be tuned.
I can't wait. We have to win because we've had too much of a historic season, so we have to win. Like we have to win.
We shall see. Like we said, the playoffs breed different people.
Yes, sir.
Y'all already know, man. The TheFaisonViewPodcast. Make sure y'all tap in, like, share, subscribe.